embezzlement, and then upon his death, I noticed all the people commenting how loved he was. So was he a fall guy for, something else? And, if they can sit on it for 25 years, no wonder they say, when you die, you want to go to Kentucky. Everything happens 25 years later. Well, I just found who's sitting on the throttle, who's got their knee on the neck of, when it comes to Teamsters, it's our bus drivers, it's our maintenance workers, it's our security personnel. He's a gatekeeper, he's a bottleneck. He's not fighting for JCPS employees. And then, of course, they've got the unions all divided up. So, employees can't come together at the same time. And that's intentional. The people who are sitting in these high level seats are here to keep you under control, not to advocate for you. So you need to take a look at how long this has been going on and who else is involved. And John Stovall, as I mentioned, is one of them. He's running for state house now, so somebody's going to be taking his seat. I wonder who he groomed for that role. And oh, by the way, if you're a member of Teamsters, be sure and explore whether or not you might want to run for executive office in your union, and maybe even petition, whatever it takes. Surely somebody could get behind something to include other groups in your union, so that maybe Teamsters or AFSCME or maybe some group that isn't even in JCPS yet comes in and says, we take all comers, and we will advocate for you regardless if you're this or this or this, and we will stand up for your civil rights and fight for you if you are discriminated against, which teachers union won't do. Teamsters won't do. We have too many cases. I have a case right now. If you really will do this, you really will stand up for somebody when they're being racially discriminated against, contact me. Shanda, however you pronounce your name. You've got a case. You should fight for this. But especially when it's teacher on teacher issues and race is involved, they always side with, I shouldn't say always, because there will be that one thing they came up with so they can say, we can prove gay wrong if we just let this one sacrificial lamb happen. And that's what they do. They pick and choose when to let somebody be that sacrificial lamb so that they can keep themselves protected. And I just published a audio recording that a teacher sent me from back in 2016 from evidence that this is their thinking. The right answer was not everybody get in line. The right answer was address the root causes and stop pretending that you don't have problems, and stop sweeping things under the rug and gaslighting your staff and your teachers and making them the villains because they're not because they're compassionate about their and good at their jobs. I mean, come on. So skin suits. We've got skin suits in the teachers union, and they're going to unzip Brent and let the person that he recruited, and you can check the trail. I've got a little trail. You can look at her personnel file. You can look at the MOU. You can look at the 2017 JCPS board meetings where they approved creating 4 new positions, including one for her. So she's really never had, as far as I can tell by looking at all of her personnel files, she's never really even had a classroom assigned to her for the whole 7 years she's worked for JCPS. And you've got 2 other candidates that have worked for JCPS for, I think, 9 and 13 years. And one of them has also been a JCPS parent for more than 2 decades, and so has had experiences across the district, understands the environments and the climates in every type of school. And then you've got, and she's an ECE teacher, so also every type of classroom. And then she's also a JCPS graduate herself, so she understands the process and the stigmas and everything that goes on along with how you get into the different how you get into the fast track and become part of the in club that has access, and so sad for those who don't. But she represents everyone. She represents those who don't have access, and the current regime does not. So they have groomed someone. He has groomed someone that he brought in from another district, and has been in a protected by MOU. Page 47 of the JCTA contract protects her and others in her job title from being required to cover a class. So she can throw other people in front if somebody asks her to cover a class. So she's always in an office working on, I don't know, union politics, it seems to me, because she had the privilege of announcing her candidacy as early as July of last year, and has been circulating materials that we don't really know who paid for them, but there were a series of political ads that were run during election season that featured her, that were paid for